you guys, welcome back to another vlog, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Hannah, and as you saw, we are hitting the ground running, guns a-blazing, getting a whole bunch of stuff done this morning. Today is actually, it's like the first, feels like real work day after Christmas and New Year's. So I was kind of worried after last week that I was going to have no motivation to get literally anything done. However, I have found it somewhere within me, and last night I actually started getting some stuff done on my computer that I've been wanting to do. I've just been like putting off, just like admin things, and then this morning it's like, okay, we can do this. Let's get things done. So I'm feeling really good this morning, which I am very grateful for, and just like kind of have that fire under me that I usually have at the beginning of the year. Cole and I were laughing because for him, the new year, it really means nothing. Like, he's currently smack dab in the center of his busiest season because we have all the calves that he's feeding. So nothing really changes for him. For me, it's like, okay, brand new year, all the holidays start back over. The groove of the year starts back over again. And that always kind of like fuels me and makes me feel like ready to go. And last week I was not feeling that way, so this week I'm glad to be feeling that way. As you saw, I did some embroidery, and I also got a ton of packages out or ready to go out in the mail. I had just some embroidery stuff that I've showed you in past vlogs that I just needed to get ready to ship out, so I did that quickly. And then I also, as you saw, cut some vinyl. So now I need to install said vinyl on these two pieces of, I don't know if this is plexiglass or what it is, but these go on the top of a, usually it's on a cattle pot that is pulled behind a semi. So if you're not around the cattle business, if you ever see a semi pulling a big, usually they're silver trailer, and they usually have a bunch of holes in the side of them, and there's usually cattle in them, or pigs or something like that. But this is the light box that goes up above the truck. So people usually put, like, if they have a name for their truck, they'll put it on there, or they put their last name or their brand or just whatever they want in here. So a lady dropped two of these off to me last week, and they need them by tomorrow. So I'm hoping to text her first thing this morning and let her know they are done. One of them should be quick and easy. It's just like the lettering, very easy. The other one I think will be easy too, but they want it black out with the letters shining through. Let me just take you over there and I'll show you, so I'm not describing things that I don't need to be describing. So the one is just like this, very easy. And then the other one, this might be a little bit tougher just to make sure that it's all straight, but still not hard. This is what we're doing on the other one. First one is done. I literally lined this up. I just eyeballed it. I lined it up. That's like, I'm speechless. I can't even believe this just happened. So I laid this out. I always just eyeball it to get a good idea, and then I go in and measure to make sure. My eyeball was so perfect, I didn't believe it. Like, I literally didn't have to move it. Everything was perfect to the 1/8 of an inch. Like, I'm speechless. I'm usually close, but like, I didn't even trust that it was that close, or that it was right, but it was. So I'm not going to film the other one because it's going to take me a little bit longer, but first one is done. Also, FedEx just stopped by, and in here is yarn for the Afghan that I started for our baby that I have been dying to show you guys because it will tell you what the gender is. And you know, what's like a more me thing than to tell you the gender of our baby than with yarn. So I'm not gonna do that right now. Like, I have to get some real work done first, but I won't make you wait too long. Also, the Afghan that I have started is actually at home, and I'd like to show you that while I am showing you the yarn. but we'll see. This one also went off without a hitch. I've never actually done one like this where you have the negative spacing, and I think it looks great. I'm gonna ask them, hopefully they'll send me pictures once they're on the trailers. You guys are gonna be so sick of hearing me talk about getting a stockpile of things made up because it's literally all I can think about lately, and I also need to be working on like the other aspects of my business as well. But at night, when I'm home on the couch, I am creating my stockpile. Yesterday, I sat on the couch all day long. I have done something to my foot. I have like a stabbing pain in the side of my foot when I walk. So I spent most of the weekend on the couch. I think it's getting better. I've been icing it and stuff. Who knows? Unimportant. But I spent all day yesterday after I did some lounging around and doing nothing. I crocheted and I worked on washcloths, and I got all of these washcloths done yesterday. And if you missed it in last week's video, or if you haven't watched last week's video, first of all, go back and watch it. I did a whole Q&A. But I also am now selling the pattern of these washcloths on my website. I will link it down below, but I get a ton of different questions about my washcloths, of what yarn I use and what the pattern is and what stitches and everything. So I thought I would just write it up for you guys, and I have that on my website. Please keep in mind, I am not a professional pattern writer. I did the best that I could. I think it makes sense. It makes sense to me. It's very simple, but if you do purchase it and you see something or you have a question, please let me know, and I will, if something needs to be fixed, I will fix it. Or if you just like have a question, I will answer it. So anyways, that is down below in the description box. I am having such a productive day. It hasn't been the most vlog-worthy day so far. Obviously you saw a few of the things I was working on, but I've gotten a ton of computer work done, including writing up another pattern to sell on the website. If you guys are interested, I just finished up the Montana home pillow pattern. I also did a little bit more wholesale shopping and got some things ordered. And I've been answering emails, just like kind of admin stuff, doing some bookkeeping kind of odds and ends. So I'm feeling very accomplished for the day. It is 10 to 3, so I have like an hour and a half left in here. And I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I might continue doing some computer work. I have kind of a long list of things that I need to either like get estimates done for people, or mock-ups or logo designs, like quite a bit of computer work. So I might continue doing that for the day, and then we will do some more exciting things tomorrow, like embroidering, etc. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down, keep working, and I will either reconvene with you or I'll see you tomorrow. Decided to hop on quickly one more time before I head home for the night. I promise tomorrow I will do the grand reveal on what baby gender is. I wanted to be able to show you the yarn and the started Afghan at the same time, so I will grab that tonight when I am home. Actually, I might work on it some more tonight. Now I have to decide. I had set aside some more washcloth yarn to work on tonight while we watch the football game. The Bobcats are in the championship game tonight, so we're gonna watch that. But I actually think I will still work on this because I kind of have to pay attention to the Afghan counting wise, and we are having somebody over. One of Cole's friends is coming over, and I'll be watching the game, and I'll just be prone to making mistakes. I could literally make these washcloths if I was dead, so I think I'll do this. But tomorrow I will grab the Afghan and bring it here and show you guys. I am gonna go home now because it is 4:30, which means it's time to go home, and the kickoff is at 5:30, so I want to have plenty of time to get Gur situated and exercised and tucked in for the night, and then we can sit and enjoy the game. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. I'm looking a little crazy today. I just threw my hair up in a clip from it being crimped yesterday, and it's looking a little crazy, but I couldn't be bothered. Last night we stayed up way too late watching the football game. It was the FCS championship game and the Bobcats played and they won by 1 in overtime. It was so stressful, but all's well that ends well, I guess. And I did get a good chunk of washcloths done while I was watching the game. I got this color done, this color, and this color. So I am plugging away on my stockpile of washcloths. And this morning, I think first thing I am going to do some embroidering and get some more hats ready for Kinsey to do the cleanup work on later today when she's here. And I kind of had to get my ducks in a row a little bit of things for her to do because she hasn't been here for several weeks because of they had Christmas break for school, and which actually worked out because she was like here when it was so busy, and then kind of like the week before Christmas and till now it's pretty slow, so I really didn't need her, so it worked out well that she wasn't coming in. But anywho, I'm going to get a few things done for her for that, and then I also have some computer work to do. I need to do some logo work for sure today. That's like an absolute must do, but I will probably do that a little bit later, maybe when she's here, so I can, like, it works well for me to do computer work while she's here, but we will see. I'm going to set these aside, take pictures of what I need to later, and yeah. It's kind of looking a little disheveled in here. I think one of my goals for the day will to be having this table cleared off and organized and everything put away by the end of the day, because this is causing me anxiety and there's absolutely no reason for it to be looking like this. I have been crocheting away and being very productive. I have hats on 2 machines for the Stampede Club that I showed you in last week's vlog, and then I also had 2 jackets for Nidra to embroider on. We did a cute little stethoscope and her name and everything, so I got these ready to go out in the mail, which is perfect timing because she also placed an order last night for some bath salts. I think it wasn't in this week's vlog, it was last week's vlog, I think, that I showed you guys these new bath salts that I got in that are so good. They are fizzy salt soaks and they smell delicious and they are so cute as well. They'd be really cute gifts. She got a couple of these ones that are Hello Sunshine, and then she also got a couple of these that are the Darling scent. So I'm going to get all of these packaged up with the jackets and headed out in the mail today. The other thing I've been doing, girl, are you okay? What are you doing? You're kind of nutty. I have also been trying to religiously journal throughout pregnancy, things that have been funny from our appointments or just like how I've been feeling. So I've been trying to religiously jot them down in my notebook just because it's so fun to look back on. My mom, and I'm going to try my very best to keep up on it after baby arrives, which I am going to show you next what baby is because I'm tired of keeping it a secret and it keeps almost slipping out of my mouth. But my mom has a book from when we were little of just like hilarious things we said or whatever, and it is so fun to look back on. Every once in a while we pull it off the shelf and we just laugh and laugh. So I'm hoping that this little journal will turn into that as well after baby is here and a little older and talking, obviously. But I did also work on this and jot a few things down while the embroidery machines were working. Okay, drum roll please. Thanks, girl. That was a pretty good iteration. Thought that the box of yarn that I got yesterday had the Afghan yarn in it that I wanted to show you guys. But I had my 2 shipments mixed up, and the one was supposed to get here today, but FedEx is doing what FedEx does best and not shipping packages in a timely manner and moving them as such. It is what it is, but like I said, I brought the Afghan down that I have started, and this feels silly to be like gatekeeping this information, and now having this reveal, but it is what it is. It's where we've come to. We are having a boy and I am so excited. I was convinced it was a girl for literally no reason at all. Just as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was positive it was a girl. And Cole, of course, really wanted a boy. He would have been happy either way, but he was like, it's a boy, it's a boy. I said, you're setting yourself up for disappointment because it's definitely a girl. And then I really had no preference. I would have been thrilled either way. I just for some reason thought it was a girl, but it is a boy. And that is what a majority of you guessed. There were quite a few girl guesses as well, but a lot of you guessed boy. So if you guessed boy, you are correct. And here is the Afghan that I have started. I actually almost didn't make one because I feel like a lot of times like people will gift quilts and stuff at baby showers. I thought he's gonna have so many blankets, and then I thought I make Afghans for all, like everybody's babies, like any sort of like, this sounds bad, but special baby like of somebody that I know really well. I make them an Afghan. So I'm like, I can't not make my own baby, the most special baby in my life, a blanket. So last time I went to Great Falls, or one of the last times I went to Great Falls, and my mom was there as well, we picked this out at Hobby Lobby. And I wanted just to have a very simple pattern. And I actually feel like the pattern in it is showing up pretty well in this. I feel like maybe a solid color would have showed the like diamond pattern a little bit better in it, but that's okay. I didn't want it to be like a big in your face thing anyways, so just very simple. It's just very lightweight baby yarn, so I'm hoping that we actually put this to good use because, well, we will put it to good use. Nothing drives me more crazy than when you make a blanket for somebody and they want to keep it nice so they don't use it, which is nice that they want it to stay nice, but it's like, just use it, otherwise it's a waste. So we will be putting this bad boy to use, but I am so excited. I can't wait for the rest of the yarn to show up. I've been crocheting on a million different things in the meantime, like things I actually need to be working on, but I'm having the most fun with this one, of course. So here's what we have started, and I will show you as it gets finished. The whole blanket is just this, and then it has like a kind of cute edging on it. So I will of course show you that when it's done, but that is my big news for the day. Now please don't just log off of this vlog now that I've told you that, like stay to the end. So anyways, I'm going to get back to embroidering, and I'm also started on my computer work as well. I accidentally ended up ghosting you guys for the rest of the day. I sat down on my computer and that was all she wrote. I have been doing computer work the entire afternoon, which was desperately needed. And once I like get in the groove of computer stuff, I have to just stick with it because sometimes it's hard to make myself sit down and do computer work and not do all the different odds and ends around. So I had a very productive afternoon, but it is time to go home now. I got these, they're already covered in dog hair. I took them out of the bag because it was so dusty from UPS, and now they're covered in dog hair already. But I got these curtains that I am going to try in the baby's room. I think they will look good with the comforter in there. We're leaving the extra bed. I'll show you what I'm doing in there. I'm not doing anything crazy, but we're leaving the extra bed in there so that like when mom comes to stay or whatever, she has a bed. And then baby would stay in our room. But I am going to try these out. Hopefully they look cute. They're kind of blackout curtains. I don't know if they're true blackout curtains, but I'm going to give those a try, get all the dog hair off of them. And other than that, I'm going to crochet tonight because I got a bunch of the yarn. Like I got the black yarn, I needed gray, I think I needed pink. Except for I literally think I'm getting dumber because I thought I needed light pink, and today I was putting the new light pink away and I saw I had 2 skeins of it. So I'm not sure what happened there. But anyways, I got a lot of the yarn that I needed, and I have a ton, like I have a horse in the works, 2 or 3 cows in the works. I just like kept starting things depending on what yarn I had left. So I am hopefully going to finish some of those tonight, at least one of them maybe. So that is the plan for tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. Well, it's almost afternoon now, but I have been very productive at the headquarters this morning. I showed you a little bit of what I was working on embroidery wise. I just finished up these jackets that somebody dropped off, and they're super nice jackets. They're like Dry Duck brand, and they are really nice. They're quarter zips. So that was pretty simple. I just had to wait for my digitizer to get the file to me, so I got that done quickly, and now I am finishing up a hat order. I'm about halfway done with it, I guess. But I am, in the meantime, I'm pretty well caught up on computer stuff. I have a few things to do that are like need to be done today, but I'm not going to focus on those. I mean, I'm going to get those things done that need to be done today, but then I'm not going to do anything else. I am working on kind of getting everything reset and reorganized in here because it looks a mess, mostly in parts that people don't see, which is good, but I see, and it drives me crazy. I am getting rid of the last of the Christmas, so I started taking down this stuff, and then I'm gonna take these garlands down. I was gonna have Kinsey do it later, but it's kind of like part of getting everything organized and cleaned, and it'll take 2 seconds, so I'm gonna do that quickly. Then the real place that needs to be fixed desperately is this back room. It's kind of a catch-all for everything, and it just looks absolutely terrible. Everything is just thrown in. Whenever I try to get to something, I just have to throw everything else aside. Like, this shelf has gone completely haywire, so I need to get that back looking good, but my main goal for today is just to get this stuff reorganized, more easily accessible, and throw away things I don't need yet. Like, literally this bag of stuff right here is stuff I took out of my Explorer before I got a new vehicle. So that's a little embarrassing that I haven't even, like, honestly, I obviously don't need that stuff because I haven't touched it for 6 months. So I am going to just thoughtfully go through everything and try to get stuff organized and looking good. Well, it is far from perfect in here, but it is much, much better than it was. I need to still do a little bit of organizing on here, but truthfully, it's kind of like no matter how much organizing you do, it doesn't look organized. And then I need to get a file cabinet, or not a file cabinet, but like a little file box that I can keep these extra transfers in, because every once in a while you do need them. And I usually order extras just in case I have a mess up, so, but I don't want to throw these away. So I need to get a system for that. But otherwise, it's looking quite good. Hello, you guys. I kind of ghosted you for a while. It's a few days later. You have not missed out on a single thing. I did computer work all day yesterday working on bookkeeping and stuff, so you've missed absolutely nothing. I was really locked into working, and when the mood strikes for that, you just have to go with it. But today I'm doing a little bit of computer work, and then I'm also going to cut my flannel fabric, which means I need to get my table the rest of the way cleared off, which I almost have done. As you can see, I have it very tidy. but I wanted to show you some new merchandise that I got in yesterday because it is so cute. And I think it's perfect for like bridal shower season coming up, wedding season, you know, like you're always looking for cute gifts, and these are so adorable. So first up, I got 2 different styles of recipe boxes. The recipe boxes that I had before were very popular, so I found these are like the same style, just different prints on them. So this one has little peaches on it, and then each one comes with cute little recipe cards and then the recipe dividers. So we got the peach, and then I love this one. I can't decide which is my favorite between these 2, but I also got this one with the blueberries. And I haven't looked, oh, and these are also cute cards. Little blueberry cards and blue dividers. So those are adorable. Kinsey has already priced all of these for me, but I have a bunch more stuff coming next week, so I think I'm gonna wait until the rest of that stuff shows up and we get it priced and ready to put out, and then do like a big revamp of everything, I think. I would love to get it out on the shelves today, but it doesn't really make sense because I'll have to like kind of rejigger as other things show up. So anyways, that's my inner thoughts for the day. Then I got these really adorable pot holders. These actually match this, whatever this is, recipe box. I swear my brain is getting dumber by the day and I can't think of words. But it's a little set of 2 pot holders, and then they didn't have the ones to match the peach, or maybe they did, but I didn't think they were quite as cute. However, I love these. These are little butter, and then the pink little gingham. So adorable. You guys are just like me and you love notepads and notebooks, and so I got a few more of those because I've been running very low. These ones, and you guys also love chickens. This one is a cute little floral and chicken list, and then at the bottom it says making a list and chicken it twice. I thought that was cute. And it also has a magnet on the back if you want to hang it on the fridge or something. And then to match that is this chicken scratch notebook. You can't read it super well. Oh yeah, there you can. It says chicken scratch notebook and hatch good ideas at the bottom, and it's just like a little lined notebook. I love these kind of notebooks. And I also got this one with strawberries, and it says Strawberry Patch Notebook, Live Life in Full Bloom. And I love the inside pages. They're like kind of tinted pink, which you guys know is right up my alley. So when I'm in need of another notebook, it might be this one, which I'm almost there. So that is all of the new merch that I got yesterday from one of the companies. And like I said, I have a whole bunch more showing up. I'm going to just set it aside, and then we are going to cut flannel. As you guys know, I sound like a broken record, but I am in stockpile mode for my Granny Craft stuff. Oh, and before I forget, all of my receiving blankets that I have made up currently are 20% off. I will leave that up on the site so you guys can shop them if you want. I am just trying to move a few of them off of the shelf that have been here for a while before, sorry, I'm out of breath, before adding more. So all receiving blankets on the website are currently 20% off, and it will automatically apply at checkout. But back to what I was saying of being in stockpile mode, I have this whole tub of flannel. It's really not that much. I do have a little bit more that I think is supposed to arrive today if FedEx gets their life together. It was supposed to be here on Monday and it's now Friday. But I am going to try to get all of this stuff cut and ready so I can just grab it out of the tote and crochet the edges on them. So I was laughing because somebody, when I was asking you guys to guess what baby was, somebody said, I think boy because of your flannel choices. And while she was correct, I just literally needed more boy flannel, but I thought that was a good observation. I think this one is so cute for baby boy, just super simple. Grammy actually has purchased a blanket for him, and I can choose whichever one I want, and I'm having a hard time deciding. I think I am going to do this one, because I know Grammy will love this pattern. And then, like I told mom, I said, I love this one. And there's literally no reason I can't just keep this one for myself, but this one could be from Grammy because Grammy will think this one's boring. This flannel is making me realize how much I miss Joann, because some of this is like the very last remnants of what I had gotten at Joann. And they just had the best stuff. This is one from Joann. I think it's adorable. This one was also from there. This one, and then this one. And that is all I have left of Joann fabric. So each of these makes 2 blankets. So I'm going to get them cut and ready for crochet borders. Wish me luck. Perfect timing, FedEx just showed up with the package that also had the new flannel in it. I just got 3 prints, but they are very cute. These are more reminiscent of a Joann fabric, and I am so happy. This one has little construction things on it. I got these cute little strawberries. I've had strawberry ones before and they were very popular, so I got more of these. And then I also got this cute little floral pattern. So, sorry, it's kind of dark in this corner where I have you set up, but I got this as well. So I am going to get cracking on cutting. One down, a lot to go. Here is another one that I think would be so cute to keep as the blanket from Grammy. Kind of like matches the nursery a little bit better, which I haven't showed you yet, but it's like navy blues and stuff. And it's not like we're not going all out on the nursery by any means at all, but I think this is really cute as well. But I know Grandma would love the stick horse bear people. We'll see. It's not that serious. I kind of look like a naked mole rat with my hair pulled back with this turtleneck, but I just couldn't do the hair down today. But I've been cutting the fabric and cutting fabric, and I've gotten about, I would say, halfway through the stack. However, my foot, I think I told you guys I was experiencing some foot issues. And my foot is kind of hurting again, and it was like getting better. And it still is getting better, but I don't want it to start getting worse. So I have decided to press pause on cutting fabric, and I am going to sit down. I'm pretty well caught up on computer stuff that I need to be, so I am going to sit down and crochet. What I felt like sitting down and crocheting is on the new blankets. However, then my brain started working, and I remembered I have several custom pillows that need to be made, and also, well, I'm also working on a horse for my mom. I think I told you that, but I will work on that maybe tonight. Sorry, I don't have you on my tripod at the moment. Please bear with me. It would be easier just to like put you on the tripod, but I'm gonna work on the horse maybe tonight. I have most of the parts made up. I just like need to sit down and put it together. But then I also got the rest of the yarn for baby boy's Afghan. I'm telling myself I need to get my custom orders done before I continue working on his Afghan. So I need to stick with that, and that is motivation to get my projects done. So the first one I am working on, but I do think this is really pretty yarn, and as you saw, it's working out very pretty. The first thing I'm working on is a custom brand pillow, and I am confident that this high school boy is not watching this YouTube video, so I will show you what I'm making. We are doing this brand, dark purple with linen colored brand. So the good thing is the brand pillows really don't take me that long, so especially when they're simple brands like this, so I can probably honestly get it done today, at least a majority of it, and then have that checked off the list. So as much as I would have loved to just continue knocking out flannel cutting, it's not worth it because I do want my foot to be better. And I really don't know what's wrong with my foot, and if it doesn't get better soon, I will go to the doctor, but that's like a last resort, you know? I'm just like not a go to the doctor gal. Not for this kind of thing anyways. All right, I'm gonna quit blabbing and get to work. I'll show you as it is getting worked up. Here is how it's turning out. This yarn is coming across black on camera, I think, but it's just a very deep purple, and it is very, very pretty. I think it's turning out great. So I'm just gonna keep plugging away on this, and it's like one of those days where the sun is just pouring in the windows and I'm listening to my podcasts and I'm like thoroughly enjoying myself. So I'm just gonna keep crocheting and I'll check back in later. One side down. Now I'm going to get started on the back. So usually the front actually goes faster for me than the back because it is actually less stitches. Actually, that might be a lie. I don't know if it's less stitches or not. It doesn't really make sense, but I always feel like the back or the front goes faster. But it might be just because you're not just doing back and forth of the same color all the time. I also hope that I have enough yarn because usually I can eke out one pillow from a skein, and this skein just came in the same package as what my flannel came in this morning, and when I was ordering it, I thought I'm just going to get one skein. Hopefully it will be enough because I don't use this dark purple color hardly ever, so I didn't want to have an extra skein laying around, but hopefully I don't regret that. So keep your fingers crossed. Mission accomplished. I had more than enough yarn. I mean, I didn't have a lot left, but the usual amount left. But every once in a while, you'll get a skein that does not do the full thing. But got it all done, all completed. I will message her and let her know that it's ready and get that off in the mail next week. Now, I am going to start on another pillow that was not on my radar until literally this morning. I had a gal that messaged me. She's one of my favorite gals here in town, and she messaged me asking me if I had any heart, like pillows with hearts on them, like for Valentine's Day. And I don't, which I also need your guys' opinion on that. I've never made like Valentine pillows because I feel like people don't decorate for Valentine's Day. I know I don't. But sound off in the comments if that is something that you think. Obviously it wouldn't be for this year because by the time you're seeing this, like Valentine's Day will be here and not gone yet. But let me know if you think that's something, or if that's something that you decorate for, or if like a little throw pillow is an easy way to decorate, but I've just never made them. So let me know if that's something that you think people would be interested in. But anyways, I got off track. She asked me if I had anything. I said no, but I could make something. And so I made up a quick little pattern. It's just literally, she just wanted a red heart on a pillow. And I'm going to do baubles around the edges of it, similarly to my pumpkin pillows, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And I'm gonna start that right now. and hopefully my pattern doesn't need too many tweaks, but we will see. I only just now got to the part where I started adding the red for the heart, so it doesn't look like much yet, but I think it's gonna be really cute. I am going to pack this up and head home for the night and work on this tonight, so tomorrow morning we'll just be at home tomorrow, I think, but I will show you my progress on it, and then I'm also going to show you what we've got going on in the nursery. Like I said, it's nothing special, and I always pictured myself being a person that like goes all out in the nursery, but I think partially it's because we're in a rental, but also I'm like, he's barely gonna be in there, so I'm just like being a little more practical. But I'll show you what we're doing. Hello you guys, I'm looking a little bit homeless, so don't mind that. I am in the baby's room right now, and I wanted to quickly show you what I have started and kind of what the plan is as well. Like I said, we're not doing anything super crazy in here, but I'll flip you around and just show you what I have started. We are keeping the extra bed in here, which I can't remember if I mentioned that yet or not, but we only have a 2-bedroom house, and like my mom comes and stays fairly often and things like that, and when we do have people here, I thought baby can just sleep in a pack and play or the bassinet in our room, and whoever can sleep here in this room. So that's why there's still a bed in here, and I think it's gonna work great. So let me flip you around and I'll just show you quickly. Standing at the doorway, the room is quite small, but it does the trick. So obviously, if you have watched past vlogs, this bed used to be pointed this direction, and I flipped it around this way. And I asked for this comforter for Christmas, and it's not like, it's very nice quality. It's not like super thick by any means, but it definitely does the trick. So I got that set up. You'll also see I have the crib set up, which this is actually our crib, my brother and I's, from when we were babies. And my mom had it obviously still, so we are using it. I don't have the crib in there yet, or the mattress in there yet, but I do have his cow. And then I swapped out the sheer curtains for these navy ones that are also blackout because I thought that might be good. The mountain goat is here to stay, but the bobcat is going to be leaving. I also am hoping to, or planning to, get a little chair that will go here, like a rocker chair. So that will go here. And here, the bobcat is going to be going either in our bedroom or the laundry room. And this desk is going to be going to the headquarters, just getting stored away. And I have a dresser. I'm hoping that Cole will help me bring the dresser in tomorrow morning before he leaves for the ranch, because I'm really chomping at the bit to get it in here. So I will of course show you that. It's like a light blue color. My mom painted it for me and it turned out so cute. And then in here we just have the closet that's kind of a mess right now. I have a bunch of stuff that one of my friends gave me, and I just piled it up in the bottom of the closet for now. Also, I need to find a place for these bags. I couldn't resist buying this onesie at Target the other day. I also got this off of TikTok Shop because I just couldn't resist. And my mom bought him this. It is a Wrangler shirt, and it has like the little button-ups. It is so freaking cute. The other thing that's funny is this is my wedding bouquet. I'm not entirely sure why I felt the need to keep this. It's been hanging up in my closet ever since we got married. It did dry very pretty, but I don't need it. Also, let's just take a minute and realize how giant my wedding bouquet is. This is what happens when your mom's a florist. It was so pretty though, I absolutely loved it. But I do think it's time for it to go down the road because I really have no use for it. And I also did take some petals off of it and had them made into a necklace, so I have a little memento. I am undecided about this turkey fan. I shot this turkey in high school on a hunt with my dad, and it's just been hanging there. I think it might go somewhere else. And then I have this sign, this always pray sign, that I might put where the turkey fan is, but we will see. it is going to do the trick. Babies don't need like anything that crazy. So tomorrow, if we get the dresser in here, I will show you. And I'm gonna go keep working on my pillow. I got the front of it all done and I will show you tomorrow. It's like really bad lighting out in the living room, but I will show you in the morning. And yeah, I'm having a great night. Hello, you guys. You remember yesterday when I told you that this morning I was gonna have Cole help me bring in that dresser? Like, I just get more hysterical every day. You couldn't have even paid me to do that this morning. It's noon and I barely have just like showered and I went to the grocery store and to the mail. I had zero desire to do that this morning. So I might bring in the drawers, possibly. I don't know why, but we'll see. That actually might end up just being a project for another day, but we will see. However, in the mail I had a couple of things that I am excited about. One is a funny thing to be excited about, and one is actually fun. So first up, the funny thing to be excited about is a restock of shampoo and conditioners. I have been using Divi's shampoo and conditioner for quite a while now. It's kind of expensive, so it's not something that I would usually spend money on. However, it does wonders for my hair, and the other reason that I started using it is because I was talking to one of my friends one day and I said my back and face were breaking out so badly, and she said, did you switch shampoos recently, or shampoos and conditioners? I said, yeah, I had just started. I like switched from one crappy brand to whatever that one is that's in the purple bottle with the kangaroo. She said, I think it is probably that. She had been using Divi, so I gave it a try and immediately fixed all of my problems. So I was thrilled about that, and it actually has been working really well on my hair as well. I also have used their hair serum. It's like a hair growth serum. I've used that for a really long time and I really like it. So I just got a restock on a big bottle. I had a little bottle of both of them for quite a while and it lasted forever, but I love it, so I got a big bottle. If you guys are people that already use this, or if you want to give it a try, and they have a ton of different other products as well, I do have a code that will give you, I think, $10 off your order, so you can check that out if you want. But I was desperately running low and I did not want to switch back to a crappy brand and have all my problems start back up again, so I'm glad that this got here. And then the other thing that I'm excited about, that is a fun thing to be excited about, is this little camera. I had been seeing them around, and then I saw one of my friends had posted about it, and she had a discount code for them, and so I snatched one up. It is called a Camp Snap. It's a digital camera, but it doesn't have a screen. So it works similarly, well, it doesn't work similarly, but it gives the same look as a film camera, but you don't have to develop the film, obviously. So, wow, it's like light as a feather. So, let's see. I think I might have to charge it. Oh, no. What could I take a picture of that doesn't suck? Okay. So obviously there is no screen, so you can't, it's literally, this feels exactly like a disposable camera, but it is a digital camera. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of looking, but then you can like plug it into your computer or your phone and get the photos that way. And I think it holds like, I want to say it holds up to like 5,000, no, that's a lie. I think the battery life will get you through like 500 pictures or something. Yeah, the battery life will last you for 500 pictures, and the memory card holds 2,000 pictures. So it also has a flash. Let me take your picture. I am very excited about this. It's just like a creative little fun thing. And I think it'll also be really fun for taking pictures of baby boy on, and just like family pictures, and just, I don't know, it's just like a fun thing. So I will let you know how that is. I'll also link that down below. I am going to sit down now. Well, I need to do some laundry and stuff, but I think it's gonna turn into a computer work day. I brought home some stuff to do, and I would keep crocheting, but this, well, you can't really see them now. I think they're kind of going away. You can kind of see this red blotch. I get them on both of my arms, so this one's pretty much gone, but I crocheted so long yesterday. Oh, I have to show you that pillow. Let me pause and I'll show you the pillow. I obviously made that brand pillow yesterday, and then I had told you I had plans of getting started on the heart pillow. I ended up doing the entire thing, front and back. I just have to put the pillow insert in it. I think it turned out so cute. I put like the little baubles on it. I absolutely love it. It's like a 18 by 18, I think is the pillow size that it is. I always make the, I guess the case, I always make that a little bit smaller, so then the pillow fills it out really well. But what I was getting at with the weird things on my arms is if I crochet that long, like, I get these weird welts on my arms, and they don't itch or anything, but they're like these raised welts, and they're always in the same spot right on my forearm, and it's happened for a really long time. If only when I crochet like an insane amount in one day. And this morning I actually Googled it because I thought this is very strange. And apparently it happens to a lot of people. There was like a whole bunch of Reddit threads and like people looking it up and posting about it on Facebook groups and stuff. And it's like a kind of heat rash, I think, or I don't exactly know, but it's very strange. But at least I'm not the only one it's happening to. So I am going to take a break from the crocheting today, I think, and I'll do some computer work and a little bit of housework and reconvene on the crocheting after my arms recover. This vlog is turning into such a hodgepodge of things, but I'm just going to keep going with it. I am sitting here on the couch working on a Valentine washcloth because my Valentine, I already have some done, but okay, I can't find my words. Slow down. I already have some Valentine washcloths done, but I had ordered some more yarn and it came in yesterday, so I was just sitting working on these. I also finished this pillow and I am absolutely loving it. I think it is so cute. I think I might work up a couple more, and then I also am going to write up this pattern and have it available to you guys if it is something that you're interested in. It's pretty much the same technique as the pumpkin pillow if you guys have tried making the pumpkin pillow, but I actually think it's quite a bit easier than the pumpkin pillow. So I did that, and then I was going to just like not do the dresser, bringing the baby's dresser in. However, it just occurred to me that Cole's younger brother is coming over for dinner tonight, and he could help move both the current desk out. It's not that heavy, like I could move it out right now, but I just don't want to. I think I will bring that out into the living room, or actually I'm gonna leave it in the bedroom, but I'm going to bring the drawers of the dresser into the house, and then when they are here together, they can bring the body of the dresser in and put those boys to work because I can. So here are the dresser drawers. I absolutely love the color that we landed on. Mom helped me pick it out. Why isn't my camera focusing? Hello, camera. Right, here, we'll try that again. I was also originally thinking we would change out this hardware on it. However, after I actually saw the dresser, I decided to keep them. And I think it is really cute. Of course, I will show you once the body of the dresser is in here and it's all put together, but I'm so happy with it. I currently have a corned beef and cabbage in the crock pot, and it is smelling so good. Cole got a corned beef at Walmart the other day. I think that's where he got it anyways, but It is seriously one of the best meals ever, and being able to do it in the crock pot is just like 100 times better. I also have been jonesing for some cornbread muffins, so I made some of those as well. And they are ready to go. Yummy. I'm going to let these cool for as short of time as humanly possible and then dig into one. I'm crocheting away today after I left the headquarters, and I've been working on Valentine's Day washcloths. I am loving these colors. These are obviously just red and pink. This is what I've been working on today, but I also have some variegated colors that are coming down the pipe as well. So I will be sure to show you those, but I was laughing because my crochet hook, you'll see, is extremely worn. This is my very favorite crochet hook. I don't know why. It's just like way better than the other ones. I've even gotten more of these Susan Bate ones, and they're never, I don't love them as much as this one. But it's becoming so worn that it's actually leaving a black mark on my finger. So I'm going to have to maybe put some tape right here or something. But I fear that pretty soon the whole thing's gonna start to do that. But this has definitely got its fair share of stitches. The real reason I came back here is to show you guys the dresser. So the boys helped me haul this in tonight. They hauled that desk out for me and then brought the dresser in, obviously, and it is the perfect size for this space. Like I said, I was going to switch out those knobs, but I think they are so cute and they're kind of unique. They're like cooler than just regular old knobs, I think. I need your guys' help. I am either going to put like a little collage of photos above here or like artwork or a mirror or floating shelves. I thought the shelves would be good because obviously it'll like increase storage. Like you could put books and lotion and whatever else you need up there. But artwork would also be cute. I'm mostly between floating shelves or a mirror because a mirror would like kind of make the space look a little bit bigger. Let me know what you think, because I also am thinking of putting some artwork above this bed. So I wouldn't necessarily need the artwork in two places. And I also could put like little things of artwork on floating shelves. It wouldn't all have to be storage. So anyways, let me know your 2 cents on that, and we will get it done. But thanks to my mom for painting this dresser. I was fully planning on just painting it myself, but when she offered, I was like, be my guest. And she helped me pick out the perfect paint color, and I just love it. And it was the perfect Facebook Marketplace find. Like, there is no reason to go out and find a brand new dresser. I actually looked online because I wasn't really finding anything on Facebook Marketplace at first, but I kept telling myself, like, I'm not having this baby for a long time. There's plenty of time. So I just kept looking and looking, but the ones that I was finding online, first of all, they're not going to be nearly as good a quality as this. This is a very sturdy, nice dresser. And like the cheapest ones were still like $250, which is just crazy. And they weren't even like exactly what I was wanting. So I'm over the moon about this find. And I am going to get some dividers for the drawers so I can, so they're not just like one big drawer, so I can organize them a little bit better. But I think it's going to work out perfect. It has been brought to my attention through editing this vlog that it is 100 million years long, so I am going to leave you here. I hope you enjoyed. We did all sorts of things this vlog. Let me know in the comments if you guessed baby's gender right or not, and also let me know what you think about those things I asked you about in the nursery. And I'm sure I asked a bunch of other stuff throughout the vlog as well. So let me know your thoughts. If you made it to the end, you're the very best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next week.